Let's see. I'm gonna share my stream first. Mic test. I think my mic is very low. Is my microphone very low? Shut up. I can't hear myself. Wait a minute, hold on. Do we have any viewers yet? Wait. I'm gonna share my stream on Twitter first, or should I call it X or Twitter? Oh, jeez. What chat is off? No, it's not off. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hi, Bestie. Oh, Bestie is here. Hello, crazy super bass boy. Can anyone hear me? Yeah. I think my mic volume is a bit low, I guess. Wait a minute, I'm gonna share my stream on Twitter. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. So, for those who don't know, yeah, I know, I recognize you, Nate. It's you. I just called you by your gaming name here on YouTube. Streaming now. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna share this on Twitter. Wait a minute. This is my first time playing the game, by the way. So I don't know what will happen. Hopefully, I'm not gonna be jump scares if there's any. It's been a while since I played a horror game. Okay, is that good? Okay, I think that's good. Oh hey, Michihiro. Hello, Alaric. So we have Nate, we have Brian, and we have Alec join the stream. Just hold on, I'm still posting it on Twitter. Yeah, hope this works. I just checked Twitter. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, it works. It works. It works. I'm gonna share it on Instagram too. I should have hired a social media manager. By the way, they say this game is disturbing. I've heard a lot. Who's that behind you? Oh, that's my bestie. That's Ham, my bestie behind me. So I've heard a lot of things about this game, and they say it's disturbing. So I've been playing horror games in my entire life, so I don't think it's disturbing for me. It's Jess Glynn. She behind him. Who's that? And what franchise is that? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna upload this on my IG stories. Oh hey bestie. Hey bestie. Wait, I'm gonna upload this on my IG stories. I should have. Uh, I should hire a social media manager for the next time. Click here to watch. You made it. Oh, Sapphic Venom is here. One of my Instagram besties. Hold on, I'm sharing the stream on every platform. Hold on. I know it's very silent here. I don't have background music or whatever. It's my comeback stream. I haven't streamed in a while since March, if I remember correctly. Okay. Who wants to be my social media manager? So someone will post my streams for me, so we can start. Let's have it. Let's do that next time. Streaming now. Okay. I'm posting it on my Instagram. Here it goes. I'm so sorry. This took a lot of time. Streaming now. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're ready to go. Gcash 10. Oh yeah, for those who are new here, Gcash is for my Pinoy viewers, and Coffee is for my international viewers. Coffee uses PayPal, while Gcash is using. Oh, hello, Jisha. I'm really glad to see you here. So wait a minute, I'm posting it everywhere. I'm gonna post it on Facebook as well. Okay, I think that's done. I think let's go. It's my first time. Hopefully. Okay. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Highly disturbing content, huh? Let's see how disturbing it is then. Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't work with a controller. I thought it works with a controller. Okay, let's use the mouse instead. Oh, it's not working. Controller's not working. Let's go with a mouse. Mouse and keyboard. White noise. White noise all working. I appreciate that. Anyways, let's use the mouse and keyboard because it doesn't support a controller. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone here. I'm gonna use my controller as a stand. Oh, sweet. Hello, Casey. It's nice to see you here. Thanks for the tip last time, by the way, for the RE4 stream. So, okay, let's start. Doki Doki. So, I wonder what this game is. Like, I'm not even acting. I really don't know what this game is. So, yeah. Okay. Did the volume, I know. Okay, the volume's okay. Oh, they're so cute. Team Salvato. This game sounds looks so cute. And it's not suitable for children. Wow, it's so cute! Oh my god, let's see what's happening. Next speed, music volume. Doesn't have any. Doesn't have controller support. Okay, let's. Can you hear the music, guys? Is the music okay? Or maybe the music is too loud. Wait, I'm gonna adjust the music. Maybe it's too loud. Okay, how about that one? I kinda lower the music for a bit so you can hear me more clearly instead of the music. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, I think the music is now more I don't know. I think the music is now more balanced with my audio. Wait, it's so cute. Meanness. Don't spoil me, okay? Don't spoil me. This is my first time. Please enter your name. Okay, my name's David, so I'm gonna use that. David. So we're gonna do some bit of voice acting. So we're gonna try voice acting the girls here. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but this kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But it got you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, David. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. You didn't wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, coming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, David, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any. Hey, joke, sorry. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me we'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of your many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Joke, say that's not the one. Sorry, he likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average, while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you want to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I'm seeing your comments now. Also, we're at school. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So Yuri, you're gonna have to do different voices for undergirls. Okay, I'll try that. So Yuri wants me to check some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Oh, it's a Sayori. Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought a kid should come out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Maybe. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Oh, I see. Sayori is so cute though. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I could have told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can keep. I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Sorry for my voice acting skills. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori goes to school and upstairs, a section of a school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. It's her again.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, David, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club!
All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Isella.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it!
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the star on the tune. His name is apparently Natsuki, is one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right! It's good to see you again, David!
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little... You too, Monika? Monika?
Come sit down, David. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts a foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow.
It's delicious! Delicious!
Sayori takes it, talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her seeking glances in my direction. She hesitating? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
What? Why are you tagging me? It's not like
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
I never for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you dummy.
Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returned to the table, carrying a tea set. Oh, so here's Yuri, my favorite one. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this class. Hey, joke! You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the cheaters gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean, that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member at any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about a budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. I wonder why. Must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab their attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can already grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I wonder why exactly. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So David, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without saying after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. So something like doing this. The rim. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. But isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really, I wouldn't have expected it, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over for me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the class club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Yuri kinda loves cutting myself. Sorry, I've been immersed in the voice acting. I haven't been reading chats yet, but I'm glad everyone's here. Thank you for tuning in the stream and having fun. They say it's a horror game, but it doesn't feel like horror anyway. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
Bida is Monika. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, David? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of rejoining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought.
David.
You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes!
Sorry.
I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me at once.
David,
I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Can I really impress? Ibang cupcake ang gusto. O inom tubig. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey David, since we're already here, do you want me to walk home? Do you want to walk home together?
Yeah, that's right. So Yuri and I never walk home together anymore. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Sorry, I'm reading comments just now. There's too many comments. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Monica! And I guess this starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What the fuck? So I'm gonna write a poem? Like, we're gonna choose between the girls. Oh, dark, sticky, tone. I think I'm gonna go with dark. I like dark. Bed. Bed seems like a good word. Crimson, love, romance. Nope. Universe. Contamination. Pleasure. Pleasure. I'm gonna choose pleasure. Disown friends. What the fuck are these words? Inferno. That sounds neat. Vanilla, hair, anger, vivid, warm. I think I prefer warm. Excitement, philosophy, rainbow, fireworks. Disoriented. That sounds like cup of tea. Skirt, unending landscape. I'm gonna go with the skirt. Unrestrained, despise. Jump. Lipstick. Prayer? Nope. Jump. Poof, heartbeat, tragedy. Vivacious? Vivacious? Waterfall, clouds. I'm gonna go with clouds. It sounds more peaceful. But we're gonna randomly pick some words. How about that? We're gonna pick some words. Or wait, there's horror. I'm gonna pick horror. Oh, so I just saw your chat. I didn't know you're picking words for me. Sorry. Okay, let's pick this one. So what I'm gonna pick on page 12. What word can I pick on page 12? Okay. Summer, lucky, eternity, essence, dazzle, infallible, comfort, whirlwind, milk, blanket, dazzle. Okay, let's go with dazzle. This mirror, it's dazzle. Okay, for 13. Tenacious, insight, fun, together, pity, bubbles, defeat, music, breed, alone. Oh, sorry. Milk? Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Miss Mir said dazzle. Sorry. Cancelled. We said milk. I'm so sorry. So we're gonna do a vote. The more words on the chat, that's the word I'm gonna vote. So which one should I choose on page 13? Dun, 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 dun. The music slaps though. Kitty. Okay, let's go with Kitty. Let's go with Kitty. So 14. Hopeless, lazy, fireflies, feather, nature, brightening, after image, cheeks, adventure time. Adventure time? Adventure time. Adventure time. Which one's gonna pick here? 14. Frightening. Shall we go with frightening? Frightening sounds like a good word, isn't it? Is there any other votes other than frightening? Let's go with frightening then. 15. Peaceful. Or I'm gonna cover my screen and pick random words. How about that? Or wait, I'm gonna I'm gonna move my mouse a lot and I'm gonna randomly click some words. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, that sounds harder than I thought. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Kiss. Kiss sounds like a good word, right? Secretive treasure, grief, calm, judgment, dance, memories, electricity, flower. Which one's good for this? I think grief. Grief sounds like a good word. Doki doki. What's that word? Climax. Oh my god, climax. Shall we use the climax word? I think climax word sounds tremendous. Climax. Giggle, unstable, sunset, valentine, trophy, fluffy, lust. 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 Okay, you want lust. Embrace, nibble, email, joy, uncontrollable, fear, journey. Massacre? What the fuck? Rose, charm. I think let's go with what the fuck? Nibble? Okay, let's choose nibble. For the last word. Okay. Strawberry, destiny, passion, suicide, special, death, flying, beauty, marriage, empty. What shall I choose? For the last word, what shall... Pas ang... Vismir's internet is so very fast. So let's choose that, I guess. What's Pingas? Let's choose that. Okay. Hi again, David. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promises, David. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack.
Ukal.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you're gonna take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga's literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. David always gives his best as long as he says he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, or figuring my...
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, come! You and David can become good friends too!
Sayori? As usual, Sayori comes oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri even bought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori. Me?
Not really. Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it?
No, never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches to her bag and pulls out a book. I thought she was gonna pull a gun.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked you up.
Sorry, I'm choking again.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But it only makes her hide her face deeper in her look. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at a bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Plastic. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything anyway. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. Ooh. She gets targeted by its people escaped from a human experiment prison. Well, that's kinda dark. And while her life is in danger, she needs a desperate... Yuri made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, David? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. Yeah, Yuri's the one who likes horror, right? She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Ooh, things starting to get creepy, I guess. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're sorry. They're made out to be the naive one relating their one side morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? When life is strange. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fills my thoughts, I gotta forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
Back. I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see.
Well, just...
Oh, joke. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start a prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading it from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this will work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. What's happening? It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
So we're really close to Yuri now. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm or on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page?
we're gonna save the game so we don't lose our progress. We're gonna save it here. Okay, let's go back, Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the pages for me. So we turn it by own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a little silly thought, but... what's gonna happen? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it in her head or anything. But a kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But, David, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you'd think that.
What? Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Uh-huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her talk.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my tongue. Alright. I guess I'll do some reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Tangina. Huh? I think if you know most popular girls in school, the way your voice like reminds me so much of characters. I see.
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition of notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Bakit tumatawa? Oh, who should I show my poem to first? Okay, let's pick. Who should I show my poem? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica? Let's pick. Which one? Which one should I show my poem first? The music kind of slaps. Oh, hi. It's kind of getting hot in here. What? Yuri? Natsuki? Which one? Yuri ki bida bida. Or Natsumo. Okay, I think our vote goes to Yuri, I guess. So shall we pick Yuri? Hala si purple haired girl lang. Putang ina. Who should I pick? Who should I pick? Okay, let's go with... Let's go with... Yuri? Natsuki? Yuri? Natsuki? Nalodo pa. Si Yuri yung paspas sa bunet. Okay, let's pick Yuri because she seems kind of close to me. She's the one who approached me, like reading her book and just being sexual or something. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. See? I can trust her opinion to be fair. That sounds like a fair trade. As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her... Huh? What? I notice her eyes lighten. What ka? Oh, shit. Huh? Good job. Okay, sorry, I got distracted with our cat. As Yuri reads a poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? James.
Did I say it out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
I He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience did you have? Your use of imagery and...
Sorry.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, and then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that.
I just sped up! Yuri tears off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of you few writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most... No,
wait, this is not the voice of Yuri, right? I think it's more deeper. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in your writers, that's the one, is that they try to their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate for the topic matter, and they form for the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, this is not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Sorry. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That Suki can be a little biased though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
We're gonna save, okay? Save. Please do. But you bumati Natsuki. What do you think of Natsuki anyways?
I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, let's read this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminates beneath the amber glow. Fading. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That sounds kind of good.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Sorry. I think I should drink water muna. I'm gonna get some water. Wait for a moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm fucking back. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's just really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Hey Joe, I forgot her voice again. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, David. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and seem to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solid, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, David.
Me too. Hey. Ooh, so let's pick another one so we can pick the poem. We're gonna save the game. Save. So let's go with our bestie, because Sayori is our bestie, right? Our childhood bestie.
This is a good poem, David. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's hey Joe, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it's impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention that I'm part of it. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, David. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much it means to her at all.
Yeah? I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you on to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's fucking good. I like that poem so much. I like Sayori. Sayori? This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to... Did you wait until this morning to write this? I want breakfast, lamang.
No! Just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late at school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I got all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
And next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, 2 more girls. So she said Monica's the best, so let's go with Monica this time. Let's see if it's actually the best.
Hi, David. Having a good time so far?
Yeah?
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I had to.
Don't worry, David. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, David. I was going ooh in my hand while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations though. That way it always counts me. It counts when I put some effort.
Aha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you realize this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike say Yuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
Oh, so they're roasting each other now?
Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Can take years of practices, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point, and never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing things.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
My sinus is acting up.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So, don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write.
It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's cause I have to sound confident.
That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what they call it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on straight tongue. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay, for the final poem, let's go with Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So, basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get back?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it anyway.
What the fuck is this? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try but... I'm really not a poem kind of person, but is this even a poem? It's like lyrics. It's like pop song lyrics. It's just way too funny.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that a part of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone you do great things can be really disheartening. So, I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight in wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So, you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that for the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. True. That's kind of true. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literary club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess I can say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who would actually like it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and David did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And David liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. What's happening? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that David appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? It wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger, size bigger as soon as David started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls run towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. David, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing, it's more effective. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems over-convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force him to have it figure it out. Help me explain it to her, David!
Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, David?
Wow.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oopsie. What's gonna happen? They're fighting now, they're being jealous and all. So of course it's going to be... Shall we call him my best friend? I think let's call him my best friend. Help me, Sayori. Help me. No. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
David. Well, that's her problem. It isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Our friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings for just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were.
Big and... Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her getting herself hurt. What's that supposed to mean? That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. David, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. Another poem again? So your poems will turn out better. My god! I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. So who? I nod to myself in newfound determination.
David, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either. Sayori. Oh wait, we're gonna save the game. Yeah, that's it. About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. That kind of thing happening often.
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fun like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why that'd make good friends with you.
You know, David, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught in the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Is this still a horror game? It doesn't feel like a horror game anymore. So I'm gonna pick again now. I'm in time with poems. I want something exciting. Sure. I want to see boobs. Joke. So we're gonna write. Who am I gonna impress? I think I'm gonna impress the purple hair girl, Sayuri. You know it's not Sayuri. Yuri. I think she's mostly into horror and shit. So let's see. Since we're going to impress Yuri because she's such a bitch and with big bulbs, we're gonna choose something more like that suits her, like horror, like sadness, frightening, horror, grief, inferno, empty, captive. What the fuck? Unstable. Uncontrollable. Doki Doki again. Heart, Roll, Sticky Marshmallow, Lost. Silly. Pleasure, of course. Massacre. Anxiety. Graveyard. Papa. Defeat. Peaceful? Pain, and depression. Let's go with fantasy. Alright, I guess that's the right choice. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here for the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, David.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you accompany me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? It's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why not all of a sudden?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Papa Libre naman. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money for the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening at all. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri? Tell David let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could take that.
You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't come even for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap!
Kia!
Out of nowhere, somebody smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles it through the desk.
Oh! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in a plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha ha.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Like enough. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good!
Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot over just one cookie? Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I give you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, lesbianism. I get it. Cookie still ahead, Natsuki reaches up to snudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Coochie.
Hey!
Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, so Yuri throws away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Where's Monica? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's
okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Maybe the Ariana Grande laugh.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh?
Monica choose the
club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
for the happy sex. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. Sorry. I've been burping a lot, sorry. Do you hear that? You would have heard the bell ring, please. I might not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? It wasn't a word you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I also look forward to it.
Is that so?
In that case, I won't let you down, David. Monica smiles sweetly. Is she trying to impress me? I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Oh, joke, that's me. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one I've been reading so together. Wait, I'm gonna save the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. What kind of request? Do you mind if I make some tea first? Oh, okay. Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in on the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Huh, where are you two off to? Yuri was just going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a little bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Not the jealousy. That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve David in club activities? Huh. My ball games. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, David. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Sorry. What the fuck's wrong with my sinus? Maybe I should drink more water? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. What the fuck? I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just... Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. David, how come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? 'Cause nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. David, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. That feels so romantic. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Here, let's save the game. It's so romantic. I like that. I like that part. David, do you like the oolong tea? Yeah. And I think it's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature to the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo hoo. In that case, you'll sorry. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. Did you notice? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turned out it's not very hard for me to do. What is you who's around anyway? Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, David. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri was kidding. I don't even know if I keep up with this. Hey, what's Yuri poor? Wait now, I'm gonna drink some water. I'm getting thirsty again. Okay, I'm done with the water break. Also, you may have noticed I don't have a gaming chair. My gaming chair broke actually. I might have to buy a new one. So let's continue. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. See, Grubbles. Grubbles, Mamshi, you'll be back.
David, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry. I didn't realize. Sipag, don't start sa umamshi. Garbells.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture.
So that's why
I should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolates, candies, that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, 3 cups at our sides. As if in sync, we assumed the same reading position last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I can't see too well.
Huh? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Wow, I like how this is drawn. I'm gonna save it here. I like that. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
David.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this case of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gone really intense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! That sudden the sudden music stop. It's like a funny. It's just like an anime or something, like a series. That abrupt music stop and the change of scene. Who wrote this? Sabic Venom. Yeah, I wrote this. Must be a pervert. Just kidding. What? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. David, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Ow. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. Pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. That was... okay, who should I show my poem to first? Okay, let's start with my bestie this time. Let's start with my bestie, Sayori.
Oh my goodness! It's so good, David! I love it! Especially after yesterday's poem.
You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really, I want to put it on my wall. Can I?
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people. You know? So, when I read a poem, it's not just a poem. It's a David poem.
The cringe level is just...
And that makes it feel a little extra. Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheets against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's just how I go by my heart. It makes me feel things. And it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's actually how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you are always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad?
I can't see you liking something.
I joke. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's the dedication to these voices. She said, yeah, I like having, I don't know, I like doing this voice stuff. Perks of being an actor, I guess. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, David. I should go write down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Okay, let's read the poem. Oh, this one's a little longer. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle, all in a row.
My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlet to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time lapse. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends took through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and then come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. That kind of became kind of dark. Holy crap! So Yuri, did you really write this?
Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica helped me a whole lot.
And I've been really in touch with my
feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. You should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. So Yuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing that passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, next we're gonna go with Natsuki because that one's super bad, like super bad. Let's see if she improves.
Huh. I like your last one better.
Really?
Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat.
That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out.
I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through this bullshit, huh? Making your reader look so hard all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something.
Here we are again. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing in my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. This is so basic. Who write like this?
Not bad, right?
It's quite a little bit longer than yesterday.
Yesterday was way too short.
I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward to this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes, you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would read the subject of a poem as an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people could too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Okay. Sabi mo. Okay, let's save the game. Okay. It's quite a lot, huh? The character building is very long, this one. I haven't seen any horror stuff yet, so maybe we'll just see it for tomorrow's stream. We're gonna continue this tomorrow for the horror stuff. So for now, let's just finish all of the poems. Let's go to Monica. Let's go with Yuri last. Hi again, David. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more confident with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispered the last part of me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningful noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a keyboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load. What's load me? What the hell's wait? Oh my god! Thank you for the tip, Casey. Oh, Casey, you're too kind. Thank you for the tip. I saw the notification just now on my phone. Yeah, thank you so much. That means so much to me. That's the second time. Yay, thanks for the tip. Also, I haven't activated the tip animation here on the stream because it might lag my stream, so yeah. I just saw that. That's you, right? That's you. I think that's you. Yeah, that's you, alright. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the game. That was... I felt so good. Oh, thank you so much, Casey. Thank you so much. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Just kidding. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Yeah, magic, like the load me. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. That's kind of nice actually. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay, I'm gonna save. I almost forgot saving my game. Thanks for reminding me, Monica. Is that a fourth wall break? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? I was just trying to break the fourth wall. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's kind of weird. So things are getting kind of weird, I guess. So let's go with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression to her face. Do you like it? David, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up this one so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Huh? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Ooh, this one's kinda lengthy. Okay, let's read. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my self-conscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, and fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time... Wait, is this about me? The poem sounds about me. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me with its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. It's like a love letter to me, I guess. Um, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure it out what's it supposed to be. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. I thought that said boobies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Huh? Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did. Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be writing a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, David. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit in the front of the room. It's just about a festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more of a few decorations. So Yuri has been working on posters, and I'm designing some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Right. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? But, Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Yuri's putting in all the posters in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time. So Yuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess you're kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and put each on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over it. Alright. That's Natsuki.
What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously getting over. You'll be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri.
But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Wait, I'm gonna save the game. Wait, happen, okay. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping that you set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri?
I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden?
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances to all of us.
You can do it, Sayori.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the swapped syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. And they're first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we gave Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard, we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was so good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Minnow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Sorry. I'm coughing up again.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cherry like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. Oh, so this is what I'm talking about. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't take much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even David liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you perfectly.
But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I mean, producing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Huh. Don't make me go before David. It's not like I can compare to you guys that way. Might as well let David lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki?
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called...
Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. While she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when it's spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say.
You better not make me do that again. Wow. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I mean, tend to put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what we'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Joe, that's me. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out real nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep!
Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, David. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. And that also ends our stream because I'm getting sleepy, so I save the game and return to the home screen. So anyways, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for my stream comeback or some sort. Thank you for being here. It's been a fun 2 hours for me just reading lines, so I hope we'll have more bloody scenes tomorrow because they say this is horror. I'm not sensing this as a horror game at all. It feels so chill. It feels so chill for a horror game. But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in the stream, and I hope you like that mini anime. Oh, Sapphic Venom, you're still here. Anyways, let's quit and call it a day. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you around next time. Goodbye. Wait, what? Basically, okay. Anyways, goodbye everyone, and thanks for the tip again, Casey Corrupted. Thanks for the tip, I really appreciate it. And Sapphic Venom for being here after all this time. Anyways, goodbye. I'm gonna sleep now. I still have work for tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye.